Right, folks, it's cabaret time at the Webington Country Club. And tonight it's our pleasure to present star cabaret in the shape of Adge, Cutler and the Wurzels. Since they first made their name here in Somerset, their Somerset humour and their songs are known throughout the country, but it's only fitting that they should return here to the heart of Somerset tonight to make their latest LP. Let's have a great big warm welcome then, folks, for Adge, Cutler and the Wurzels. Come on, hey, here we go. Hey.
Well, good evening, folks. I'd like to thank everybody for coming along to our latest LP, and not our last, as Mike said, although we don't know yet. I mean, from henceforth I'll be known as Cutler's Last Stand, this, I think. As you realise, tonight ain't going to be like one of our normal shows here. In fact, it's going to be a very abnormal show tonight. And you heard about the old jug bands and the old jug thumpers and all this we've been on a few jobs with. Well, this is a song about a band that I've never heard of before. I don't expect anybody else have. And it's called When the Charlton Mackrell Jug Band Hits the Charts. Here comes number one, going in the can or down the pan or in the pot or whatever they say in recording terminology. So here we go. I always planned to make this band the very finest in the land. So we had to hold auditions for to find the best musician. Some who played, they made the grade. Some they played like hell. I picked the best in all the West, and here's the personnel. There's Bernard Mace on his old string bass, made from a girt big packing case. Long with egos, Amos Draper, wizard of the comb and paper. Arnold Sluggy blows the jug, barred from all the locals. I'm the star with my guitar, harmonica and vocals. What was worse and made us curse was finding somewhere to rehearse. Neither of the pubs would wear us, for it seemed they couldn't bear us. Folks all laughed and called us daft, we took it on the chin. We was always fond of the old duck pond till they threw us in. Then Bernard Macy sailed through space, followed by his own mate bass. Amos Draper, he did try to keep his roll of paper dry. Arnold Slug went glug glug glug, very quickly sank, and my gumboots were full of newts when I reached the other bank. Now we haven't been barred from the old churchyard. There one night we practiced hard. Every man was full of cider, doing his best with C.C. Ryder. Figuring white then come inside, I thought we'd wake the dead. But Parson Stirk in his nightshirt said we'd wake you instead. Then Bernard Mace with his old string bass said we'd better leave this place. Off he blew with Amos Draper, trailing yards of toilet paper. Arnold Slug with his 2-gallon jug for speed was not divine. I run like a foxer with the parson's boxer, following I close behind. Then one day old Farmer Gray come to me and this did say, all his beast-like music played 'em, would we kindly serenade 'em? Off we sped to the old cowshed, the cows they did adore us. They wagged their tails and banged their pails and joined in every chorus. Then Bernard Mace in the old string bass, a girt big jersey licked his face. Another got attached to Amos Draper, chewed up half his roll of paper. Filled the jug of Arnold Slug, his kindness to acknowledge, and I got a kiss from a pretty young miss in the agricultural college. So in 1 week we quite uniquely topped the charts in the Farmers Weekly. Play your cows our rhythm in blues, you'll get 3 times more milk than usual. We got plans and lots of bands, no rivals do we fear, 'cause every cow knows Mama don't allow no jug band music in here. Now Bernard Mace is a shirt of lace and his hair completely hides his face. So does that of Amos Draper, getting in between his comb and paper. Arnold Slug has an up-art jug, we broke our mother's hearts. We look so queer in all this gear since we hit the charts. Well, thank you very much, folks. This next one is our sort of close harmony thing. I mean, you've all heard this programme on the wireless on a Sunday night. Sing with a skinful. Well, I mean, you've heard of all these close harmony groups like the Four Freshmen. Well, tonight, we got a group that's never been heard before. The Four Stale Men. Can't get much staler than they, I can tell you. Actually, I ought to tell you, I mean, old Reg here tonight, we're lucky to have him with us because, well, you've heard of all these marvellous advances in medicine lately. Well, old Reg's just been in hospital for 2 or 3 days for a sock transplant. Really?
Oh, was that a sock in his ear?
Yeah. Now, this next number is called In the Haymaking Time. And it's a very old song of mine, which we done years ago, and I haven't done it for a few years. And during this, we all got to get very close together, because it's a very sloppy and sentimental song, this. Well, I mean, we don't do many sloppy and sentimental songs. Sloppy, yes, but sentimental, no. You can all swoon, girls, during this one. Met my little darling in the haymaking time, in the haymaking time down west. I love my little darling in the haymaking time. That's when me darling looked her best. All her eyes were like the summer skies that shine on Somerset. Her hair like sun-browned hay laid on the mow. I met my little darling in the haymaking time. Wonder where's my little darling now? I met my little darling on a fine summer's day, standing there with a hay fork in her hand. The flowers in her hair made her a picture rare. Thought she was the finest in the land. Oh, I dreamed of all the happy times we'd have when we were wed, when I'd make her take that final vow. Yes, I met my little darling in the haymaking time. Wonder where's my little darling now? Left my little darling on a cold winter's morn, when frost and snow lay on the ground. She said, dear, be true, and I'll come back to you when next haymaking comes around. Now a year has flown, the fields are mown, harvest gathered in. Things don't seem to be the same somehow. I met my little darling in the haymaking time. Wonder where's my little darling now? Wonder where's my little darling now? There, right. That bring tears to the eyes, don't it? Didn't mind, I was stood very near the Reg that time. I like that Spanish act that was on earlier. It reminded me of the time when I was in Spain. Of course, you know, in Spain they got bullfighting and all that. I'd like to tell you a story about Reg, actually. He got charged by an old cow the other night. Down in Weston High Street. Well, our next number is a song by the well-known West Country folk singer Cyril Tawney. Now, any of you who don't know Sir Tony, he's from down Plymouth way, and for a long time he's been mixed up with the folk revival, and he's wrote a lot of fine songs, but most of them are not sort of quite Wurzel numbers. But anyway, he sent us along this one, and we thought it was a good number, and it's called 5 Foot Flirt. Right, here we go. This is going pretty well, actually. We haven't had no bricks through the window or anything yet tonight. For all you who don't know, it really happened.
Is it alright if I use the same music as I did on the last number?
Well, don't make much difference, do it? Now don't say Jim Johnson weren't with ye last night. I heard him as plain as can be. I was crossing the mound when I heard a strange sound down by the sycamore tree. I thought perhaps a cow had got stuck in the mud and pulled her foot out with a moo. But I'm satisfied now that that noise weren't a cow, it was Jim kissing you. You, my 5 foot flirt in the robes of an angel, you better leave I alone. Why, the way you're acting, it nearly unnerves I. The thing that preserves I is my joviality. Though I've got trouble as thick as the stubble, 'tis you that's the worst of them all. Keep out of my track, and if you wanna come back, you can crow, crow, crow. Remember what happened last Saturday night? The air was so peaceful and still. Like a bolt from the blue came a hullabaloo, a growling and cackling so shrill. It came to me head as I crawled from me bed. There's a fox at me chickens, that's true. I crept out in me socks and bumped into the fox. It was Jim kissing you. You, my 5 foot flirt in the robes of an angel, you better leave I alone. Why, the way you're acting, it nearly unnerves I. The thing that preserves I is my joviality. Though I've got trouble as thick as the stubble, 'tis you that's the worst of them all. Keep out of my track, and if you wanna come back, you can crow, crow, crow. Now what's your excuse for last Sunday in church? It fair turned the poor vicar grey. While the organist was rendering lead kindly light, Jim Johnson kept pumping away. Then all of a sudden the organ stopped short. The vicar got into a stew. When he went down behind, tell me what did he find? He found Jim kissing you. You, my 5 foot flirt in the robes of an angel, you better leave I alone. Why, the way you're acting, it nearly unnerves I. The thing that preserves I is my joviality. Though I've got trouble as thick as the stubble, 'tis you that's the worst of them all. Keep out of my track, and if you wanna come back, you can crow, crow, crow. Hey, hey! Well, there you are then. How about that? It's all going pretty well tonight, isn't it? All going too good to be true. Well, our next number now, we got a little Bristolian ballad for you all. We all know how the parking problem is nowadays. And actually, before I started, I'd like to pay tribute. We got a bloke here tonight who was very well known for one or two of his Bristol ballads. You might have heard of What's Think of He then. He bisn't gonna get out of I, and he's better keep the eye on he. He's here somewhere in the audience. Len Thomas, where is he? Yay! Well, this next number follows on in that grand tradition. That was accident too. And it's called He's Gotten Word He Cassn't Back and Hassn't. Now, wait a minute. Now, in case there's any foreign people here tonight who'd like a sort of translation of that, what it really means is, you have gotten where the cussing backen if the cussed. Or something like that, anyway. As soon as I'm out a sip of this pint, we'll get on with it. Actually, I thought this was a very sad song. Well, it is a very sad song, really, girls. So you'd all better get your handkerchiefs out. The seats are filthy. Any Bristolians like to join in on this? The chorus is, he's gotten where he Cassn't back Hassn't. He's gotten in a fine old mess somehow. He's never ought to stucken in there decent. Now what is gonna do about it now? All right, I know. These copper packet if the Cassn't shiffen. For a copper always turns up from somewhere. Oh, these been in gotten where the Cassn't back Hassn't. Now how is gonna get out of there? Well, I think that'll do, Bob. We'll just record the applause and leave the song. Right, here we go then. Gotten where the Cassn't back Hassn't. Flo and Joe, they like to go every Sunday afternoon on a bike made for two. They travel far. But Flo lived in Totterdown. They girt steep hills, they got her down. She said, Joe, you'll have to go and buy a motor car. But Joey bought a banger. 'Twas there he dropped a clanger. For every time he'd take his girlie out. From pub or club or football ground, he couldn't turn the darn thing round. Everywhere he'd go, you'd hear them shout, oh, he's gotten where he Cassn't back Hassn't. He's gotten in a final mess somehow. He's never all a stucken in their decent. Now what this gonna do about it now? These copper packet if the Cassn't shiffen. For a copper always turns up from somewhere. Oh, these been in gotten where the Cassn't back Hassn't. Now how this gonna get out of there? Flo and Joe, they like to go shopping every Saturday. Their little motor car was all they need. But Joe got stuck down round the centre. Up a street he couldn't enter. How he cried when he tried to get through to Broadmead. He got round the collar and Flo began to holler. And a traffic warden said, you can't park here. Shut up, Ut, said Joe and put his back wheel on the warden's foot. All of Bristol heaved a mighty cheer. Oh, he's gotten where he Cassn't back Hassn't. He's gotten in a final mess somehow. He's never all a stucken in their decent. Now what is gonna do about it now? These copper packet if the Cassn't shiffen. For a copper always turns up from somewhere. Oh, these been in gotten where the Cassn't back Hassn't. Now how this gonna get out of there? One fine day on holiday, they took the motor car abroad. With a brand new GB plate, they'd head for France. For Flo and Joe were keen to see the night delights of gay Paris. Snatch an hour up by Phil Tower and grab some quick romance. But 'twas near the place Pigalle. Got jammed up a back alley. Woke up everybody in Montmartre. Gendarme said, ooh la la wee wee. And Joe said, don't tell I tell ye. They parasites all hollered out real arcade. Oh, he's gotten where he Cassn't back Hassn't. He's gotten in a final mess somehow. He's never all a stucken in their decent. Now what Alp's gonna do about it now? These copper packet if the Cassn't shifting, for a copper always turns up from somewhere. Oh, how these spinning gotten where the Cassn't back Hassn't. Now Alp's gonna get out of there, we out of corkscrew. Alp's gonna get out of there. Well, thank you very much, dearly beloved brethren. Well, just to show there's no racial prejudice among us lot, the next one is called Dorset Is Beautiful. It's another pretty little old number, and of course Henry is appearing later on the Wurzels phone. You have to wait for him. And as you all know, he got the biggest Wurzels phone in the country, known as the man with the golden crumpet. But you'll be spared that for a few minutes. Now here we go then, and you will maybe recognize the tune a bit, and if you'd like to join in, we shall be very happy. Now Dorset is beautiful wherever you go, and the rain in the summertime makes the Wurzels bush grow, and it's pleasant to sit amid the thunder and the hail, with your sweetheart on an emmet butt and hear the sweet nightingale. As I went out walking one morning, we lass, some Dorsetshire farmers I happened for to pass. Says one to the other as we pass them by, there be more birds in the long grass than there be in the sky. Oh, Dorset is beautiful wherever you go, and the rain in the summertime makes the Wurzels bush grow, and it's pleasant to sit amid the thunder and the hail, with your sweetheart on an emmet butt and hear the sweet nightingale. Now I looked at Gwendolyn and she looked at Ned. What a handsome young couple, they ought to have been wed. Oh no, says the farmer, impossible of course, for Gwendolyn's me daughter and Ned is me horse. And Dorset is beautiful wherever you go, and the rain in the summertime makes the Wurzels bush grow, and it's pleasant to sit mid the thunder and the hail, with your sweetheart on an emmet butt near the sweet nightingale. Now Sarah's my sweetheart and I love her so, she's big as a haystack and 40-year-old. Now Varmery do laugh at us and often do scoff, for you have to leave a choke mark just to show where you left off. And Dorset is beautiful wherever you go, and the rain in the summertime makes the Wurzels bush grow, and it's pleasant to sit amid the thunder and the hail, with your sweetheart on an emmet butt and hear the sweet nightingale. Well, there you are, the Folk Music Society of Inton Charterhouse. And of course, all the DJs are telling us nowadays that a rock and roll revival is on its way back. Well, I'd like to tell them that it never died out round here. And our next song falls in that category, and it's called Up the Clump. Well, I know all the blokes from Phelan and Pill and that, I know what I'm talking about. This is a story about a little clump, see? And nothing for you to laugh at, missus. And no, it's a place where, you know, if anybody's missing or lost or they're looking for anything, it's always up the Clump. And we got our old rock and roll band here. Here he is, look. Snake Hips Quantrill, the Elvis Presley of Stoughton Mendip. There he is. All right, don't swoon, girls, yet. We got the drummer man here, Dapper Dan, up here on the back. He's going to help us out on this one. Ray! Give him a good old cheer. You don't know what he let himself in for. Tommy is on the piano tonight. Funny, I always thought he played by ear. Right, here we go then.
1, 2, 3.
Well, everybody, what's wrong with me? Shaking like a man on the old scrumpy. All the trees and edges and all sorts of veggies of the clump. Oh, there's a three-legged spider in a jar of cider of the clump. There's a 4-foot ferret and a swarm of bees, a bold-headed badger and a dog with fleas. There's even a housemaid with housemaid's knees of the clump. Oh, there's a one-eyed rabbit with a dirty habit of the clump. Oh, there's a 10-ton marrow and an old wheelbarrow of the clump. There's an old grey goat what chews barbed wire, rusty old bike without a tire. There's half the Treorchy male voice choir of the clump. Oh, then, they bissin' nothing but a hedgehog. Get off my brown suede gaiters. Rumper-diddle-I-do, do-do-do. Wurper-dee-dee, wurp-dee-dee-I-do. Oh, there's an old cock pheasant that ain't too pleasant of the clump. There's a stoat with a stammer and a 9-pound hammer of the clump. There's a deaf and dumb doctor and a Chinese monko, cure a broken leg or a Gert carbuncle. There's Batman and Robin and the man from Uncle of the clump. Oh, there's a bloke called Dano and a spot-faced Spano of the clump. There's the farmer's daughter and a pail of water of the clump. Now Dano tried to flannel the farmer's daughter. She run like an hare, but he just caught her. They'm doing something they shouldn't order of the clump. All the moon shines bright on Nempnet's Thrupwell. The clump, up the clump, up the clump, up the clump, up the clump. What's think of thee? Well, thank you very much, ladies and gents. We'll be back here again later and carry on with the recording. In the meanwhile, get warmed up and all the rest of it. Still more beer at the bars, I'm told. I hope so, anyway.
Right then, folks, while you've been turning over the record, we've been having a 20-minute break and we're all jugged up to the ears and ready to go for another session of Somerset humour. Right, we all set then? All in good voice? Right, let's have a nice welcome then as I reintroduce Adge, Cutler and the Wurzels. Come on, folks, come on, that's what I think. Hey!
Well, here we are. Here's the Wurzels again. Look at them. They look bad, they smell bad, and by golly, they be bad. By the way, I suppose everybody here knows the Wurzels, do them? I mean, a lot of you might never before have seen our accordion player. I'll tell you something about he now. He's a very rare thing, a Scottish Wurzel. Yeah. The only man who ever dared to tell Harry Lauder what to do with his stick. There he is, Tommy Banner. We call him Jock McSpreader among the boys. Now, of course, here on the banjo, a very old-faced. In fact, faces don't come much older than this. Here he is, that Reg Quantrill. And of course, here on the old string bass and Wurzelphone tonight, we got a bloke one or two of you might have seen before. There he is, Duke of Edinburgh Award winner for silage making. 10 stone of skin and cider, Henry Davis. Oh, and something I forgot to tell you. Ex-member of the Bolshoi Ballet. What he don't know about Bolshoi ain't worth knowing. Well, actually, old Henry, we've been very lucky to have Henry with us tonight, because he's been in hospital the last couple of days. What they call hors de combat. Nothing to laugh at, that's French. For by golly, could they girls fight? Well, our next number now, you'll recognise this as a very old tune. It's called sort of Bump a Bump the Thing, Lincolnshire Poacher and all the rest on it. And this is called The Chandler's Wife. New lyrics and music adaptation by Butch Kinsey. I don't know who the hell he is. He ain't from Nelsey, I know that. How's everybody on their bumps? Now don't forget everybody coming on the bumps. We want plenty of large bumps. I can see one or two from where I'm standing. The Chandler shop, some candles for to buy. I looked around the Chandler shop, but no one did a spy. So I got disappointed and some angry words I said when I heard the sound of a right above me head. When I heard the sound of a right above me head. Well, I was slick and very quick, and up the stairs I sped, and I was most surprised to find the Chandler's wife in bed, and with her was another man of quite enormous size. She was serving him right before me eyes, and she was serving him right before me eyes. Now when the fun was o'er and done, the lady raised her head, and most surprised was she to find me standing by the bed. If you will be discreet, says she, and if you'd be so kind, you two can come up for some whenever you've the mind. You two can come up for some whenever you've the mind. So many a night and many a day when the Chandler wasn't home, to buy myself some candles to the Chandler shop I'd roam. But ne'er a one she'd give to me, she'd serve me with instead a little bit more of that to light me way to bed. Just a little bit more of that to light me way to bed. Gents, we're going to do another Bristol song now, and this is called The Bristol Song, and it's sort of in West Indian, in a way, sort of no West Indian. There's a sort of chorus that goes, there's lots to see in Bristol, so come down and look around, but best beware, 'cause places there ain't always what they sound. How about that? Actually, this is much far west than we come from, really. Ladies and gentlemen, the next dance will be a St. Vitus. Here we go then. A sort of a Clifton Calypso we're coming up with now, called the Bristol Song. Right. Oh, there's lots to see in Bristol, so come down and look around. But best beware, 'cause places there ain't always what they sound. There's no fish in the fish ponds, no hay in Haymarket. If you're coming far, don't come by car, there's no place you can park it. There's no white cliffs at Hadcliffe, you'll be out of luck. And you won't see hens in Henbury, and all the downs is up. Oh, there's lots to see in Bristol, so come down and look around. But best beware, 'cause places here ain't always what they sound. There ain't been sea at sea mills since 3097. Direct your feet to Old Bond Street, you won't see 007. There's no food in the feeder it's all a load of bull. And all the girls in Horfield are quite respectable, really. Oh, there's lots to do in Bristol, so come down and look around. But best beware, 'cause places here ain't always what they sound. There's no Black Horse at Black Horse, no creeps up Cribbs Causeway. The cops are strict, you might get nicked, so best keep out the law's way. The broom don't grow at Broomhill, no Frenchmen at Frenchay, and even at Blaze Castle they don't need fire brigades. Oh, there's lots to see in Bristol, so come down and look around. But best beware, 'cause places here ain't always what they sound. Olé! Now Henry's gonna get his Wurzel phone out again. Don't get alarmed, girls. Every time we sing this, we do a little contest. And there's a special booby prize tonight, too, mine. A night out with Reg Quantrill. Actually, I'll tell you a tale about Henry. I got to step well out the way of him. He don't have splash when he gets excited. No, but trouble with old Henry, his best friends have never told him. No, it's true. I mean, that Wurzel phone is terrible. We was going home the other night from a job and the copper stopped us and Henry was driving. And this policeman said, "Would you like to blow in this little bag, sir?" So we had to blow in the little bag. Crystals never change colour, but the copper turned green. Fearsome, that thing. I don't know how he gets all that wind through their little tubes. Old Reg has the same problem himself. He takes liver salts. Well, now our next song, you might have heard a long time before, is a bit of a little horticultural number. Now, all you horticultural people that know what I'm talking about, all you with green fingers. Now, this is called the Marrow Song. Now, you might have heard this. Oh, what a beauty. I've never seen one as big as that before. Oh, what a beauty. It must be 2 foot long or even more. It's such a lovely colour. Nice and round, in fact. I never thought a marrow could grow as big as that. Now, I think some of you might have heard this before. We want a good old roaring up chorus on this one. Stand by then for Oh, What a Beauty. Down the road there lives a man I'd like you all to know. He grew a great big marrow for the local flower show. When the story got around, they come from far and wide. When the people saw the marrow, everybody cried, oh, what a beauty. I've never seen one as big as that before. Oh, what a beauty. It must be 2 foot long or even more. It's such a lovely colour and nice and round and fat. I never thought a marrow could grow as big as that. Oh, what a beauty. I've never seen one as big as that before. He was leaning on the garden gate the other day and begging to a lady who lived just across the way. Took her down the garden path and showed it her with pride. When she saw the size of it, the little lady sighed, oh, what a beauty. I've never seen one as big as that before. Oh, what a beauty. Must be 2 foot long or even more. It's such a lovely colour and nice and round and fat. I never thought a marrow could grow as big as that. Oh, what a beauty. I've never seen one as big as that before. Then the flower show was held and everybody went to see the great big marrow lying there inside the tent. Soon the judges came along to give the prizes out. They only took one look at it and they began to shout, oh, what a beauty. I've never seen one as big as that before. Oh, what a beauty. Must be 2 foot long or even more. It's such a lovely color and nice and round and fat. I never thought a marrow could grow as big as that. Oh, what a beauty. I've never seen one as big as that before. Well, thank you very much, folks. As you say, we're doing 1 or 2 different things than we normally do tonight. Now, here's a song next, which Henry plays violin on, Tommy on piano, and it's a very sad little number, this. It's called A Pub With No Beer. Well, we sort of brought it up to date a bit now. This was Somerset's entry for the Eurovision Song Contest. Unfortunately, it got knocked out in the Shetland Mallet quarter-finals. Hell of a sound of falling paper tonight, isn't there? It's always the same with paper. When you want some, there's never none about. It's a long way away from your kinsfolk and all, by the feeder at night when the Tony owls call. But there's nothing so lonesome, morbid or drear, than to stand in the bar of a pub with no beer. Now the publican's anxious for the quota to come, but the brewer is on strike, everybody looks glum. The barmaid's gone cranky, the cook's acting queer. What a terrible place is a pub with no beer. There's a dog on the doorstep, for his master he waits, but the boss is inside, drinking scrump with his mates. He hurries for cover, and he cringes with fear. It's no place for a dog, is a pub with no beer. Oh, Billy the blacksmith, first time in his life, he's gone home cold sober to his darling wife. He walks in the door, she says, "Early, my dear," but he breaks down and tells her the pub's got no beer. Never mind, there's plenty of cider. Old number here that a lot of people must have heard years ago, and it's a bit of a roar up and fall down number. And this time we mention the aristocracy. Sorry folks, this microphone. Now, as you all know tonight, a dirty night outside, and this song is about a dirty night inside. And it's called Oh Sir Jasper. Now, as you all know about this Oh Sir Jasper, it goes on, there's little gaps, see, when everybody sort of shuts up. But it's shutting up in unison, which is very hard to do. Actually, old Tom is very annoyed tonight because usually we give him a chance to go off, you know. He likes to go off and do his little bit of transcontinental meditation. Oh, he knows all about that. He studied yogurt the lot. Yeah, there we are. I mean, this is the trouble. Whenever I say anything, he shouts something back in Scottish. Now, I'll say something now. Well, how are we getting on then, everybody? There you are, look at that. That's what you get for employing cheap foreign labour, isn't it? Anyway, we like to go on with this song now. Oh, Sir Jasper. Now, you all know this, don't you? Oh, Sir Jasper, do not touch me. And, you know, you break through each. very difficult to teach you this because we've been about 2 months now and we ain't learned ourselves, you know. But everybody do their best and we'll do ours and may the best man win. Right. Oh, hark to the tale of a poor Winford lass and her first entry into society. She went out with a knight, but alas he got tight and lost any sense of propriety. Oh, Sir Jasper, do not touch me. Oh, Sir Jasper, do not touch me. Oh, Sir Jasper, do not touch me, as we were to learn a light old Oh, Sir Jasper, do not touch. Oh, Sir Jasper, do not touch. Oh, Sir Jasper, do not touch, as we were to learn a light alone. Oh, Sir Jasper. Oh, Sir Jasper, do not. Oh, Sir Jasper, do not, as we were buttered a light alone. Oh, Sir Jasper, do. Oh, Sir Jasper, do. Oh, Sir Jasper, do, as we were buttered a light alone. Oh, Sir Jasper. Oh, Sir Jasper. Oh, Sir Jasper, as we were buttered a light alone. Oh, Sir. Oh, Sir. Oh, sir, as we were buttered a light alone. Oh. 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 As we were buttered a light alone. Sir Jasper, how about you then? Well, actually, this next number, I think we done it last time we were in cabaret at the Webington. A few people might remember it, because we always get this sort of criticism every time we do a show. They say, why don't you do any real folk music? So we've dug up a very old thing from on top of Mendip. I ain't talking about Reg now. No, this is a song, it's so old, we didn't have a title for it. Now, I wanted to call it A Cider Drinker's Farewell to His Guts. But the BBC didn't like that. They thought it wouldn't go down too well on Listen with Mother. So we sort of compromised and called it the Wurple-Diddle-I-Do Song. Now, usually we hop all over the stage in this, but I don't think we can tonight very well. We gotta sort of hem it in a bit. Actually, there's marvelous words in the chorus of this. I won't tell them to you, just pick them up as they go along. That's better. Rumper-lighter-die-dumper-die-do. Rumper-lighter-rumper-lighter-I-do. Rumper-lighter-die-dumper-die-do. Rumper-lighter-rumper-lighter-older-die. Rumper-lighter-die-do-der-die-do. Where-putter-lighter-die-do-der-do. Rumper-lighter-die-dumper-die-do. Rumper-lighter-rumper-lighter-older-do. Here's Reg, he's gonna have a go now. See what he can do. see what you can do. Wake up, Henry, it's your turn now. Come on, get up there. Wish I'd never asked. Serious part then now. Very straight. Rum-butter-lighter-light-umber-light-o, warper-lighter-umper-lighter-light-o, warper-lighter-light-umber-light-o, warper-lighter-umper-lighter-lighter-o-der-no, warper-lighter-lighter-light-o-der-light-o, warper-lighter-lighter-light-o-der-no, rum-butter-lighter-light-umber-light-o, umper-lighter-umper-lighter-um. Actually, folks, this is the end. We've recorded all the numbers. You've been very good tonight. I mean, we've got to get out of here by 12 o'clock, or else Reg will change into a pumpkin anyway. So we'd like to thank the drummer man who's been so good to us tonight. We'd like to thank... We'd like to thank the founders of the feast, Columbia Records, EMI Limited, England, Great Britain. Hey! And also, there's too many guests here to enumerate by name tonight, but there's a hell of a lot of them. And if they drink like they usually do, he must be taking a bomb beyond the bar. That's all I can say.